Oh. What happened? Yay!
I was doing it the wrong way. I was doing it that way.
Well, that'll do it.
Go that way.
That'll do it. Like,
Word.
Hello, and welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Today I have made some caffeine, obviously, but it is strawberry, kiwi, and coconut milk. So it's very refreshing, pun intended, and it's very delicious, and I'm enjoying it a lot. But I have been drinking it in this very large mug currently, but now I'm going to start drinking it in my cup mug. So.
What's it?
Cup mug.
Refreshing.
Very.
And hello. And hi. And what's up? I'm Lana. I'm your resident diva. I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. I was waiting on you, David. I was waiting on
I'm out of it. I
was waiting on you. I'm like, but shoot, now I just threw myself off.
So, you know, if you have some tea, go ahead, hit her up.
Hit me up, period. Okay, That threw myself off. I am drinking water, because it's water. It's refreshing. And it's ice cold, so I will be drinking it this episode, period. But I'm not drinking it out of my cup mug because my cup mug needs to be washed, and I'm going to wash it today. So, but you can get you a cup mug because, as you see, Logan, myself, and David, we all have cup mugs. And we are kind of awesome. And if you want to be kind of awesome like us, get you a cup mug at LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. You can get this cup mug and all of our cup merch, because we do have our cup merch, our official cup merch at the Etsy shop, and other things if you want. And we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. And I'm looking at you, Germany. I'm looking at you. Her.
And I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I am wearing Miss Eureka O'Hara today. I think she might be busy. Who knows? We'll see. Soon. Maybe.
We love it.
Perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing We're Here, though.
Allegedly.
Oh, no. It's confirmed she's not doing We're Here.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, I thought the other thing. But okay, go ahead.
No, yeah.
Wow.
But I am drinking water.
Period.
Work. It's time for Drag Race Germany. Episode 3. Another good episode.
It was a good episode.
3 episodes in a row. Good episode. Good television.
Good cast.
Good cast.
Mm-hmm.
Good cast. And that was evident in the fact that I was going to be sad either way when we got the lip sync today. But first, before we dive into the episode, make sure to subscribe because now we've hit 1,000 subscribers. We're just trying to grow from there. We're coming out with a lot of really cute, lovely, and wonderful content very, very soon for all of y'all. So make sure to subscribe and you'll be the first to know about everything we're doing. So, and we have another channel, so go follow that too because we're cute over there too.
We're definitely cute over there.
Same people, different content.
Mm-hmm.
Same cup mug. So, but we do start this episode. Barbie's gone.
Sad.
Barbie's gone.
Sad.
Well,
Almost everybody's sad about it.
Almost.
Nikita, you really don't want me to like you. Girl. She's like, ciao. That's the equivalent of bye.
Bye.
If you know, you know.
Oh, man. Yeah, she was like, I was like, every time she would do that, I was like, dang. dang, Nikita, you just really gonna make people just like you gonna play that role to the end, huh, baby? Because when you leave, everybody gonna be like, deserved, and I'm be like, probably, because you will leave.
Not probably.
You will leave, but that's just my opinion, my personal opinion.
True.
Anyway,
And they're gonna be like, what?
Deserve.
bye.
Desert. Deserved.
Just-
Oh, it's playing again. My bad.
That's what you get for not turning off the loop, David.
It's
I do
really
it too.
deserved.
I do it right. It deserved to be deserved again. I forget to turn off the loop. Look, I forget to turn off the loop every single time.
I do it when I come in the studio because I know I'll forget otherwise. I'm like,
Smart.
I know my ass will forget it. So
Smart. I'll learn to do that from this point on.
But yeah, we come into the workroom the next day. We are not wasting any time today because we have 20 minutes to talk about the entire first half of the episode before we get to the runway. 20 minutes into this episode.
They wasted no time.
But we do talk about the trade of the season.
Which Pandora.
Or Daddy Pandy, as
Daddy
they call
Pandy,
her.
as they call her. Yeah.
I love that.
it.
I love it. I'm
Daddy
like, she's like,
Pandy.
I'm the daddy of the season. I was like, period.
I'm the daddy of the season. And, you know, correct.
Correct. I was like, correct. Sure.
One could even say,
Deserve. It
What
started
the hell?
halfway
well, it
through
literally
'cause I
just
had it
played the
paused.
end of it. It's,
Because I had it paused in the middle. Oh, I'm the worst. Don't give me
really
that.
are. I'm so upset right now. I'm just,
But I will say,
I'm
there are-
genuinely upset.
There are other ones that could qualify as trade for me.
Uh-oh. What?
Such as and including?
I mean, I'm looking at Tessa.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
There's a few, honestly, Lele, I think is cute.
I think most people on this season are actually
Mhm.
pretty attractive.
Loreley,
Definitely Lorelai.
Victoria's
Barbecue.
adorable.
Victoria's
Victoria.
cute. Kelly's
Kelly.
cute.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, there's some cuties.
Naomi.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Laurie.
Metamorkid,
Who did we not mention? Oh, I know who we... Yvonne.
Yvonne.
I'll tell you who we ain't gonna mention.
That's it.
That's it.
That is, I think
And
that's all.
that is it. That is it.
I think that's all.
We are so fucking shady today.
I don't
Anyway,
care.
Barbie out.
Barbecue's
Which-
out.
Thank you to the person in our comments who finally confirmed to us that Barbie and Gianni are actually dating.
Oh, okay.
We did find out that information, so thank you for that. But yes, so Barbie comes in, having
And
just
a little
come from a
chat.
dark room somewhere.
Paintball session or something, I guess. I don't know.
Not paint, Lana.
I know, Logan. I was trying to keep it PG.
Absolutely not. When did we do that here?
We're
I do it
monetized.
here. You're monetized now. I do that
And,
here.
well, okay, fair. We find out that the maxi challenge is CSI the Rusical.
Musical. I was like, no.
Honestly, when I found out that that was the concept, I was like, wait, that's kind of cute.
I didn't.
On paper, I think it's a cute idea.
No, I was like, CSI should never be a musical.
Why not?
Look here, certain things should not be musicals. CSI crime drama should never be. There's nothing funny about crime dramas. That you
Well,
could make
musicals
into a
don't have to be funny.
They have to be at least whimsical to be a musical. It's like
Not
I don't want-
necessarily.
I don't want to hear I'm dying.
I'm just glad it wasn't.
dead because
just glad it wasn't
someone
Special Victims
killed
Unit.
me in homicides. Like I don't want. That's not funny. There's nothing joyous or why I watch musicals. Musicals make me happy. There's nothing happy about CSI crime dramas. Like that's like saying Law and Order SVU musical. Who wants to hear that?
I mean, to be fair, Dear Evan Hansen exists. And I'm not saying they're on the same way. I'm not saying they're the same thing. They're on the same wavelength.
But yeah, it's so sad. It's a sad musical.
I'm just saying they exist.
They do, and I don't like them. That's why I ain't watched
Fair.
Dear Evan Hansen, because I
Fair.
don't like sad musicals.
Fair. But so we get a little bit of fighting over the roles. The only real role that's being fought over is the victim.
Yeah.
You have Lele and Tessa both really wanting the victim. And then for some reason, Kelly jumps into the drama, having already presumably claimed her role
Or the MC. Mm-hmm.
as the MC, and she's like then fighting with Tessa, and then all of a sudden Tessa and Kelly are fighting, and I'm like, no, not my favorites. No,
Right. I was like, no, stop it, no.
Right.
And then they're like, well, maybe we should audition for them. And so Tessa like starts singing, and it's good. And it's really good. I'm like, yes, Tessa, you better work. And then Kelly just goes, oh! And Tessa just is all of us in that moment, just running. Running away.
No, what happened was Tessa flubbed a note at the end.
Yeah.
And as soon as she did, she realized it and looks at the
You're
camera
gonna
and
cut
she's
it
like,
out.
cut that out.
Like, no.
I love how these girls are so self-aware that they're on TV, because we get so many like cut direct to camera. Like my new favorite thing is that every time we see Nikita like in the entrance and on the runway, she always waves hi to the camera in the air. Like I do kind of really enjoy that. But these girls are like, no, we're on TV. We're gonna make David, shut up.
I'm about to say David's face. Shall we mention Nikita? Like, I'm sorry, I love it. But yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
That was my point. I didn't have anything else to say about it.
So
I was just
funny.
trying to give an example, and that was the one I thought of.
And I guess it's funny because that's a very good point. It is hilarious.
Thank you very much, Lana.
But David does not like Nikita. And
Yeah, we know.
It does not.
We're very aware.
I'm sure if this is your first time watching, you are very aware now that David Healy does not like Nikita.
The character that is Nikita Vegaz on this reality TV program.
Not a fan. And you know what? I agree. But it is what it is. But yes, I do enjoy them looking at the camera and like, cut that.
It feels like The Office, honestly.
Okay.
They're just like, and I love it. And just like, this season feels like old school Drag Race. That's what I'm coming to understand is like this: the fighting, the bickering, the quality, like the lack of quality in the Rusical. Like it feels like an old school Drag Race season, and I'm like, I think that's why I'm really, really enjoying it, and it seems to be resonating with a lot of the people that are watching it, which is not that many from what I've seen on Twitter. But go watch it if you haven't. It's very entertaining.
Even I'm entertained, and I don't even watch this stuff like that. I used to didn't, but I'm entertained.
You can't say you're one of those people anymore.
I can. I'm all involved. I got me watching other stuff.
We've crossed you over to non-Drag Race franchises.
Everything. I'm there. I'm in it.
You're there.
I'm in it now.
So ultimately, Tessa kind of concedes, takes the influencer part. We'll talk more about how she does in a bit. We get some vocal coaching and recording moments with Novia, who we did not hear much of, but was fabulous. And I was like, she seems lovely.
She seems like a lovely woman. Would love
the
to
part
see
that
more.
caught me is they have that little, it looked like a paperweight that just says Drag Race Germany on the table.
Yeah.
And it was like sparkly and like, it looked like it was made of glass. And I was like, oh, how professional.
How cute.
When they're clearly just in the backstage studio somewhere because they don't have probably the studio space to make it happen. But I was like, oh, I love it.
I said we're gonna make do with what we got, and we're gonna make it look like something
at least
totally
it wasn't
different.
on the main stage.
Right.
At least it wasn't on the main stage. I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. Because we've seen too many things recorded on this main stage specifically. So, because this looks like the backstage area that they filmed the finale music video for Drag Race Mexico in. Because it's the same stage.
Oh,
so I think that's the area.
Yeah,
So it's like it's like between the workroom and the runway. So
You know
I'm pretty
what?
sure that's where it is.
You know what I was thinking about this whole set situation when Barbie comes out and comes up those little stairs and that is
Uh-huh.
big, huge pink thing. I was like,
Uh-huh.
that is kind of interesting looking because it's like she's coming up the
She's
stairs.
coming over the edge and then she comes down.
Right. I'm like, this is so weird looking, but it I kind of like it. I don't know, it's
Well,
weird, but I like.
Because we saw one of Lolita and Valentina doing it, and then the other one kind of really like entered through like the main entrance.
Right.
And we see Greg do it as well in Brazil.
But they they don't have that big pink bubble. I think it might be the pink.
Theirs is
bubble.
green.
Right.
Theirs is green. But yeah, no, I'm like, oh, Barbie's appearing. Great, cool.
And I think because she's so tall, it looks like a.
I
like
think so because
like
all of our other hosts are shorter. So
it looks like she's just popping up like out of whoop. Hey, like
I think
like
it might
a
be
Jack in the
that.
Box. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. We get our Emmy moment in the workroom. Everybody's getting ready, and Kelly is talking about how, she studied theater in Brazil, and she was basically straight up told that she was never going to be successful because she had darker skin, and people were being like disrespectful straight to her face. And now she's on Drag Race, so who cares? And then she gets emotional, and I was like, no.
Not the fact that not only that she on Drag Race, the first one in Germany, they called her back after all those years of when she was supposed to be on it, which just only goes to show how successful and how good she really is. That they waited, and when they couldn't get her, when they didn't have the show start when it was supposed to start, 10 years later, they said? 10 years later, she was the only one from the original season that they called back, baby. That does not say somebody's not successful or not a star. She is a star, and I love it. I'm here for it. I have more comments about Kelly later because they said some stuff, and I was like, and so what? But go ahead.
Yeah, I like this moment because we got to see all of the queens like come and gather around her, and honestly, think about it. So it's the whole cast of girls all gathered around her, except for Barbie, who's already gone, unfortunately. But like, when does that happen? I can't think of many times where we have a moment like this, and the whole group is like gathered around to support one person, because usually we get these moments and they're broken off into little groups. But I thought that was very powerful, especially considering we had just seen like some bickering going on with the girls earlier, and I saw Tessa was right there and she was the first one to start clapping for Kelly. I'm like, they still love each other. They're very supportive cast, so I appreciate that.
One small thing though. And Miss Naomi, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you with all of my heart and soul. But Miss Naomi did what most white people do in situations where Black people were talking about their strife and the hardships that we go through. And she was like, and it's the same for us little white girls like me. I was like, girl, this ain't about you. This is not your moment. You can't have it. This is not your moment, and you can't have it. Like, ain't nobody oppressing you, white girl. Ain't nobody doing that. Stop it. Stop it. But I was like, girl, you just. But I was like, I'm gonna let that go because I like you. I'm gonna let that go because I like you. But girl, this is not your moment. You cannot have it. That's Kelly's moment. She got it. Oh, I was about to say something real shady, but I ain't gonna say it because I just remember what happened. I was about to say you can have your moment next week, but
no, she can't. Lana,
I was about to, and I just thought about it mid sentence. I was like, you can.
You can have your moment later this episode.
You can have your moment later this episode, girl, because this is not your moment. But I was like, girl, don't do it. No. Well, but I was like, but then, we got to do it. We got the soundbite for a reason because she was like,
and just like that, to the runway in 20 minutes into the episode. We're getting into it 20 minutes into
Yeah.
Look at us.
Still have a lot to talk about, though.
Yes. Like the Rusical! It's the Rusical. So I'm going to run through very quickly who everybody was. We'll talk about the overall performances and then the runway, of course. So left to right, we have Metamorkid as the detective. We have Pandora as the clan boss. Victoria as the Sandman. Kelly is the MC. Lele as the victim. Yvonne as the DJane. And then move to the bottom. And we have Nikita as the KGB agent. We have Loreley as the pathologist. Naomi as the model. And Tessa as the influencer. Now, who stood out? Who blended in? What'd y'all think?
Okay, well, let's first talk about the trio, because we had the main trio that they were there basically the whole time. So if you think about it, they kind of had the most work to do because they were consistently doing choreography. They consistently had to stand out. They consistently had to perform with everybody. But yes, that was Yvonne, Naomi, and Tessa. Immediately, one of them stood out among the others for me, and that was Tessa. I thought Tessa was doing very well. She was leaning into the humor. She was taking all of the moments to put the spotlight on herself, which I appreciate. But the more I kept watching, somebody else did too. And that was Yvonne. I was like, Yvonne, you are really stealing scenes. Both Tessa and Yvonne, I would say more than most of the people here, kept drawing my eye. So I appreciated that right off the bat. Unfortunately, I would say Naomi kind of faded for me in this challenge. She already didn't have a big part. But if you're going to have a small part, you have to find ways to stand out. And she just didn't. So I don't know if you all have thoughts about that trio.
I agree with everything you just said. That was exactly how I saw it.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of felt like a cop-out putting the entire trio in the bottom. I was like, I don't get it, because there are people I remember much less than either Tessa or Yvonne.
It's like, what else could they have done?
Right.
I don't know.
It seemed like they were getting penalized for doing things to stand out.
For having the small roles. That's what it felt like.
It was just like, no matter what, it felt like they were going to be the bottom three, which is not fair.
I didn't think it was fair at all.
When they started, we'll talk about it later, when they started Tessa's critiques, I was like, they're talking about how good she was, and I was like, oh my god, Tessa's in the top. And then she wasn't. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? I think there were three people for me that stood out the absolute most. And it was Metamorkid, Victoria, and for me, it was actually Loreley. I thought Loreley's solo was my favorite. I thought the vocals were really good. I thought she put a lot of performance into it. It was creepy, and yet I was like, okay, work, girl. Loreley keeps surprising me. I'm very happily saying I think Loreley did a great job here.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with you on Loreley, but my three standouts throughout the whole thing would probably be Loreley, Kelly, and probably Metamorkid. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had three standouts as well. Well, mainly two. I'll just say the two that really stood out to me were definitely Kelly and Metamorkid. And then for me, I wasn't sure who would be the third top. There were a bunch of people that I thought it could be.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, I thought Nikita actually did pretty good.
I thought Nikita did
Mhm.
really, really
Uh,
good.
Yeah, she did okay. She did good.
Yeah.
She did good.
I think in this case, honestly, it was, I would say 6 or 7 people that did really well, 1 person that did good, and 2 people that kind of just fell to the wayside
Mhm.
and just didn't stand out. And I'm really unhappy with those 2 people because they're 2 of my favorite people on this season.
Mm.
And for me, the 2 people that just did not stand out whatsoever, especially in group moments, were Naomi and Pandora.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. Definitely Naomi was in my bottom. Pandora was easily bottom 3 for me. Like, I was very intrigued when she came out. We were seeing her as male presenting this week.
Yes.
Which I was
This
like, oh,
whole
that's
week, I was like,
yeah,
wow.
right.
Love it.
I
Could
thought that
not
was
have worked
really
out better.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, but then it just didn't really go anywhere. And even like it was hard to like see her face, and she just seems so small compared to everybody too.
That was the issue, is like her stature in a lot of cases is in her benefit, and she can really use that, and she has over the last couple of weeks. This is just one of those times where it didn't help her.
Yeah, because she's already petite. She's already small, and trying to be a big, like her character is like a man character, which you will always think of a big man, kind of, walking in, taking over the room. She just can't take over the room.
It's not even.
But not. She can't take over the room with her stature. She needs to take over the room with her personality and being her presence, and she just didn't do that. In this group.
Yeah, that
was what I was going to say.
Where someone like Victoria,
Mm-hmm.
I think, really took advantage of that and kind of picked a role that really played into that, and I think did a really, really good job of, being that sort of I don't know what I'm trying to say. I thought Victoria did.
Yeah, I agree. The similarity is that we saw huge transformations for those 2 people, and she really stood out to me. And I just knew in my soul the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, they're gonna put her in the bottom. They're gonna put her in the bottom, and I'm gonna be mad. She's gonna. And then they showed the divisions, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, Tessa's not in the bottom for sure. Oh, they're putting Victoria in the bottom.
That's what I thought too.
And then they didn't. And it was like, yeah. I was like,
they didn't put her in the bottom, but they put Tessa in the bottom.
I know.
I was like, and so there's kind of one person we haven't talked about yet, and that's the victim, Lele, who I would have put her in the bottom 3.
She was close to my bottom 3. She was probably my next one. I haven't talked about my third bottom 3 yet. And
I was trying to think. I was like, who?
Yeah, Lele. I think the biggest problem was that her vocals just were not there, and she didn't even compensate for it with the performance. It was just a little bit lackluster. So yeah, I could see a world where she was in the bottom. For me,
she was dropping choreo. All I was going to say on the Lele topic is at the very end, especially, everyone's surrounding her, and everyone's doing the choreo, and she's kind of just like,
what?
I'm like, girl, you can't mark this. Everyone's looking at you because you're the central figure. You are the lead. You did not lead. But sorry, go ahead, David.
Mm-hmm. But for me, my third bottom that I wrote down immediately after watching was somebody who did fairly well in their solo part, but then they faded a bit for me outside of that. And in fact, when I did catch them, it seemed like they were kind of missing the choreo as well. And that was Loreley.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. And she was in both of your tops. And I'm like, oops, not mine. Not mine.
Well, sure. I really feel like I watched her solo, and then I didn't pay any attention to her after.
I think that kind of was for me as
well. For me, because like I watched the solo, but I didn't pay attention to where she was in the group. Like once the group stuff started happening, my eye just wandered to whoever
I remember
caught
her
it.
in groups. She didn't stand out for any specific reason for me. Whereas people like Victoria in the group stood out to me. Tessa stood out in the group to me. Kelly, Nikita. I was like, those are the people I'm looking at in the group.
Mhm.
Naomi, but also because Naomi wasn't getting the choreo either.
Yvonne stood out to me too. Yeah, for me, my bottom three was completely based on who faded when they
Sure.
were not the spotlight. So
Sure.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Fair.
But do we have any other thoughts on the Rusical?
Mm-mm. Not me.
the only other thing, oh, some of the songs, like it seemed like they were going for specific sounds. Like Nikita, her song, her solo part sounded so much like a Bond song to me.
Oh yeah.
And then Loreley, it was absolutely an homage to Back to Black from
100%.
Amy Winehouse.
100%.
So I thought those were kind of cool. Also, I realized Loreley, Loreley always reminds me of somebody, and I finally realized who it was
Oh,
in
good.
drag. In drag, I'm not comparing her to a drag queen. Don't worry.
Oh, good. Okay.
She kind of reminds me of Amanda Seyfried.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's her eyes. It's her eyes mainly, but I was like, okay,
Sure.
that's not a bad person to
No.
look
No,
at.
not at
No,
all.
no, she's gorgeous.
No, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, work. I love that. Category is glitter party. So we had to go with a glittery background for glitter party.
Glitter, glitter, glitter.
And first up, Lele Cocoon.
I'll go first. So I do like this. I think this is nice. I feel like we've seen this star silhouette a lot on Drag Race, though. So it's not the most innovative thing, but she does look pretty in it. So there's not too much to complain about this for me. Maybe if it had been a little bit bigger, I would have liked it just slightly more. But she's still one of my favorites, and I'm always interested to see what she's going to wear on the runway.
I agree. Even I've seen the star thing on, and I just started because, like, not to compare, but hold on. Vespi did it in France and did it way better. It was so good, but not that this is bad. Not that this is bad at all, because I kind of like it, but I do agree. I wish her star was bigger on her head. Like if her headpiece was a bigger star, maybe. It's good. It's simple. It's safe. It's cute. I like it. It's good.
I don't like it.
Oh,
It's just not enough for me. I want everything involved to be bigger. I don't want it to be a mini skirt. I don't know why it's a mini skirt. I don't like the headpiece. I don't like the wig. She did something different with her makeup here and I don't like it. I like Lele a lot, but not this look. Sorry, girl. Scores.
I gave her a 78.
I'll give her 70.
Ooh, I'm about to be a real bitch. I'm giving her a 40.
Ooh.
Ooh, wait.
Well then,
Because it looks like that
very,
mini skirt is covering about 40% of her body.
very curious to see what you're going to give the next one then. If this is a 40.
Oh, Jesus.
Next is Nikita Vegaz.
Baby.
Okay.
I ain't got my chopsticks, but I need them.
Yeah. So I'll start with the positive. She absolutely delivered this well on the runway. She had so much energy on the runway. It's almost like she knew she had a super basic, simple, easy, redundant, pointless garment that we've seen a million times. In fact, we don't even see it anymore. We don't see these anymore because everybody realizes this is not enough. This is not enough. But she sure worked all the way down and around the stage. So good for you, girl. But yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. No.
Mm,
And I don't feel guilty saying that.
no. Yeah. Nope. Absolutely not. That's it for me.
Hi, Lana. Hi, David.
Oh.
Scores?
Well, I'm about to be the nice one, I'm sure. And it's because of how she delivered it on the runway only. I'll give it a 33.
Yeah, no.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
What I will say is I do agree, David. I think the performance of this was stellar. She sold the fuck out of that garment. And you know what? That gets a 40 as well.
Okay.
The performance when she looked up, she said, "Hey," that sold me.
Wait, so this is the same score as Lele?
Yes, it is the same score as Lele. Absolutely.
Disappointing.
Oh, shocker and a disappointment to David.
Oh. But you know it's not a disappointment.
Metamorkid, yes.
Okay, we're about to get another fan broken.
Yes.
With that intensity.
Again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's really all I have to say, so sorry.
Meta knows I'm a size queen, and she's giving it to me. She's giving me big drag. I love it when people can barely walk onto the main stage because their outfit is so big and so tall. Yeah, I love this. And it's like I kind of wish we got something like this on the naughty 90s runway theme in season 9 of Drag Race, because I'm getting that from her. It's not just straight up showgirl. It's like, oh, I'm ready to go to bed, but I got this big headpiece on. I don't know. I really like it. And the colors are great on her. Honestly, she's going to be, well, I guess there's two strong contenders for the best fashion girls this season, but she's absolutely one of them. Yeah, this is incredible. Oh, and one thing that I really liked is how casual she was with her face. She's like, no big deal. She's just walking around like, oh yeah, whatever. I just threw this on. And I'm like, come on. I loved it.
This is beautiful. Love the headpiece. This is beautiful. But I'm confused because the theme of this runway is glitter party. Where is the glitter on this outfit besides your gloves?
The boobs.
Where is the boobs were glitter?
The boobs were glitter. The entire bra was glitter border, glitter areola. I agree with you completely. I'm just telling you. I'm pretty sure. I agree with you completely. I'm just saying that's also where the glitter was.
Okay, that was it. Okay. Because when I watched it, I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Where's the glitter? I don't see no glitter. And I was waiting, and I was like, let me wait till you get the close up.
I think there might have been glitter in her wig as well.
It wasn't no glitter now. I waiting for to get the close up, and I was like, where is the glitter? This is a glitter party. This isn't feather party. This is a glitter party. If this was Feathers theme, baby, she ate, she ran, she understood the assignment, turned it in super early, and turned in 2 extra credit reports. Like she was on it. But this is a glitter party, and she gave me not the thing. Beautiful outfit, not the thing. Because there was not enough glitter for it to be a glitter party. And you just say, I put glitter on my boobs. You did the bare minimum of glitter, but you gave me all the feathers in the world. This is not a feather party. This is a glitter party. That was my only thing. I was like, I love this outfit. I adored it. When she walked out, I was like, yes. And I was like, let me see this close up so we can see all this glitter. Glitter?
Glitter?
I think she's
Glitter.
protesting glitter because glitter shouldn't exist. So
Glitter is the thing. I don't care if you like glitter or not. It's the thing, my guy. I'm sorry. If they tell you you have to do a glitter bomb, you got to do a glitter bomb. This is a glitter party, and there was no glitter enough. It wasn't enough glitter. I was like,
if they told her to jump off a bridge, should she do that too?
don't sign up for the show if that's what they're telling you to do. They're not going to tell you to do that. And glitter is not going to kill her. It's just going to make her messy because she has a lot of glitter. You can wash it off eventually.
It'll
just
kill
saying.
fish.
I'm just
Not if it's biodegradable glitter.
Period. They do that. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Scores.
I don't care if there's glitter. If there was one speck of glitter on it, I wouldn't care. It's a 92 for me.
I think it's beautiful, but she did not hit the theme. So therefore, it's a 85 for me.
And it's going to be an 88 for me because of the theme, but it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous, but it's not the thing. That was my only thing. This
now,
is
you
glitter.
know what was glittery?
That's glitter.
That's Testicle.
That's glitter. That's glitter.
What?
Okay. I said, you stupid girl. I don't call people bitches because that's not what I do. And I shouldn't have just said it. But, you know, like, you...
Bish.
You stupid bish. You stupid, fantastical, incredible, beautiful bish. This was so... it was so funny. It was so dumb and stupid. It was so good. That's it. Sorry, David.
Yeah, but her earrings, though.
I swear to God, I want to punch that judge in the face. I want to punch him in the face. I was like, "Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now?" I'm talking about her earring.
He did have a good comeback though, because she said, "Well, I wanted to be a star, so I'm wearing stars." And he goes, "You're already a star. You don't need to wear them." And I was like, "Ooh, he got you though, girl."
It don't matter. He ain't said nothing about Lele Cocoon all stars. She wore stars. She can wear stars too. Everybody can wear stars.
Lele Cocoon.
Lele Cocoon. She wore Cocoon. She wore stars. You ain't say she shouldn't wear stars because she a star. And then what's with the shoes? What you want her to wear? Nothing. Combat boots. Because then she would have worn boots. Then you'd be like,
could you imagine the full glitter bodysuit and then combat boots? I would have fucking lived. Let me tell you, if she would have glittered out them combat boots, absolutely.
Dang, I would have been living for it.
Oh my God, I would have loved that.
Go ahead, David. I'm sorry. We just jumped
all
over your time.
I did think it was hilarious when he called out the shoes and immediately she hides behind Meta. You're so dumb.
That was so funny.
I love her.
No, but I do like this a lot. Like, it felt like this is why she was in the bottom. Because, and I did not get it. Because there were people with worse looks for sure.
She did not have the worst look on this runway.
Not even close.
No, she did not.
Not even close. The only thing that I think could have made it better is if she had had this, like, glitter skin illusion on her face, too. I would have lived for it if it went all the way up to her face. I'm sure that would have taken a lot of work. That would have been
it's
very
probably
ambitious.
Not possible in the time frame that they're given. So
true.
That's kind of why I'm like, I'll excuse it, but I do wish it had continued as well.
Well, this is a new delusion I can get behind. So good job. That's rare. That's rare.
That's very rare.
I
love her.
So what I'm learning is that these judges don't see Tessa in the way that we do. So they do not see Tessa in the way that we do. And that's fine. Y'all cannot see her, but the fans are going to love this bitch, and they have been. So...
yeah, I love her. I was like...
I love this.
And I agree with you, Logan. I was like, they just not go see it. It don't matter what she do. It don't matter how good she get. They just not go see her for how amazing she is, unfortunately.
I have a theory. I think they do see her, but they see that she's a lip sync girl.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're not passing up the opportunities to see that, especially if they want to send a certain queen home. or if they want to have something that they know is going to be double Shantae worthy, I think they're putting her in the bottom for those instances, which
It's
is
been
not
2
fair.
for 2. We'll talk about it.
Mhm.
Scores.
88.
95.
Full.
Period.
2 weeks in a row.
She looks great.
Because I don't think I said it on that first one, but I did give it a good score. But yeah, no, full. Boom. Period. Love you, Tessa, because I know you're watching. Hey, girl. Next up, Yvonne Nightstand in her baked potato.
Reagan jacket.
I'm so happy I pulled that off and y'all didn't say anything.
No, I did not expect that.
Yay! So what do we think of Yvonne's baked potato Reagan jackets?
Okay, I'll get this out of the way. I like this. I
Me
like
too!
this, and I was confused why they were being
I'm so mad.
haters.
I'm so fucking mad.
Like, I actually really like this color of gold, and the way it was like reflecting the set, like you would see like greens on it. I thought it looked so cool. It looked really fresh too. So yeah, you shouldn't have taken it off because I like this, and I've not been giving her praises too much this season. I know we're only 3 episodes in, but for me, this was my favorite episode of her so far, and she was in the bottom, and I did not think it was deserved at all. Yeah, I like this, and I like the like body that she's got going on her suit too in gold. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so I like this look too. I agree with you. I like that. I thought, oh, this is nice. The problem is,
oh no,
here's the problem. Unfortunately, not enough glitter. This is supposed to be a glitter party. That is that's not glitter. The cape is just gold, and it's that shiny gold, but it's not glitter. If her cape was like her purse and her sunglasses and had the glitter on the cape, I don't think they would have had a problem with it. I don't think they would have been like, oh, you're a baked potato. It needed to be more glitter instead of glitzy. It was glitzy and shimmery and shiny, but it wasn't glitter. And the theme is glitter party. Her purse and her sunglasses got the glitter. It's just not enough. And even the bodysuit, the things on the bodysuit, the gold is glitter. And I get it. It hit the thing. But I feel like the way that the cape moved, it moved like tinfoil, like real light, that flimsy tinfoil. I guess that kind of fabricy, tinfoily looking. And so it kind of looked like a glittery baked potato, a glitzy baked potato, which is not a bad thing. Because me personally, I love a good baked potato. Like, give me a baked potato right now. I'll eat it. I don't think she looks bad. I like the look. I just don't think it hit the theme enough. And that's the only thing.
I like this baked potato Reagan jacket. I don't care what a damn person has to say about this baked potato Reagan jacket. I thought this was really good. I agree. I wish there was some more glitter. I do wish there was more glitter. However, I still think it fits the theme for me. I think
she hit it.
She hit it. She definitely hit it. And I'm mad.
I'm also wondering what their prompt was. Like, was
That's
it
what
shiny?
I'm thinking.
Was it
I
glitter?
think it was shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Well,
it explains a lot more of the things, except still for Meta. And I love Meta, but it still doesn't explain the feathers. But it does explain this a little bit more. Maybe it was glitzy.
If it was glitzy and glamour, then I can see that with Meta too, because glitzy glamour.
Absolutely.
That was glitzy glamour. But it wasn't glitter. And there's a problem now. If you go give them a prompt and then it's not the same thing when they get there. Why are we doing that? You setting them up? Why are you setting people up like that? Just tell them what the theme is so they can get the right outfit. We're going to have a glitter party theme, so get your glitter party theme. Don't say it's glitz and glamour and then turn around on the show and say it's a glitter party. Because now I look stupid because I done got me some glitz and glamour feathers and you talking about that ain't like the theme and you like, but it's glitzy and glamoury. Like, what are you talking? That's rude. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's the thing I don't like.
I mean, I do have details for what the prompt was, if we would like to know.
Ooh.
Obviously.
Basically, it was. Never mind. Never mind. I don't have it.
Okay.
I thought I did, but
well,
my sources were wrong. So,
scores.
I gave this an 82.
I liked it. Still, I'm giving it a 90.
88 for both of those boobies on that bodysuit, and then the baked potato regañaki. Loreley Rivers.
It was glittery.
There's glitter. Glitter exists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First of all, I don't know what she's going for. Is this like
construction worker?
Okay, but why?
Glitter. Why not?
Okay, I didn't know if it was a specific reference. I was like, is this like a Bob the Builder type? I don't know.
Just construction worker.
Yeah, I like it enough. I just didn't. I don't know. The concept didn't really work for me. I'll say on this one. I like that she went for something different, I guess, but yeah, it was okay for me.
Lana. Really?
It was okay.
Oh, I love this.
She hit the thing.
I think it is so camp to have fully glittered denim overalls in drag. I find this so camp. I really enjoy this. The whole presentation of it, that short little wig, and then the hard hat off center. I love it. I'm becoming a really big fan of Loreley, and I'm really happy to say that. But I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was lovely. And then she has. Are those hammer earrings? Please tell me those are hammer earrings.
Oh, I can't tell.
I can't either. Or they're levels or something. I don't care what it is. I love it.
I can't tell. Scores, David.
I gave this a 70.
69.
Nice. I'm gonna give it an 82.
Yeah.
Victoria Shakespears in a bra and panty. Again.
Yeah, she's going for her Diana Brill. Is it Brills?
Diane Brill.
Diane Brills, Miss Queen of the Reykjavik. Brill. That's what I. Is that not what I said?
You said Brills twice.
Okay, Diane Brills. I'm just kidding.
You're so silly. I can't stand you.
I'm gonna leave.
Look, I love this Diane Brills homage. It's giving me the thrills of Diane Brills, and it's giving me chills because I'm Diane Brills so much from this look. No, but Reagan No, I think this is good. This is one of my favorites so far from her out of 3 whole episodes, just because it's different. And even her face looks so different. Like I had to like pause and be like, oh yeah, that is Victoria, because she just recreated a brand new face on her own. It was interesting that she was just carrying around the headpiece because she didn't want to put it on the wig. But overall, I like this. I thought this was a success for her for sure.
Different? You said it was different?
Mm-hmm.
That was the word you said? Okay.
Yes.
I am going to highly disagree with you on this one. Because
you don't like Diane Brills?
I can do with or without Diane Brill. It's not the hair. I love the wig. That's the one part about it I do like. I am tired of seeing Victoria in a bra and panty. She put a cape on today. That made it different. This is the third week in a row we have seen her in a swimsuit type bra panty-ish kind of outfit, glittery outfit. Like, this was no problem. Of course she has glitter. Her whole wardrobe apparently is glitter. I don't even think she had to buy this. It was already in her closet. She just packed it and brought it. I love Victoria. I just need more. I am tired of seeing Victoria in the same thing. This is the same thing we were talking about and was nervous about with Miss Jade. So on Philippines, everybody was like, she's going to always show her body. That's just what she's going to do because that's who she is. That's the kind of queen. And she has shown and proven everybody wrong. That's not what she's doing. And she didn't even wait 3 weeks in to not do that. Like, it was literally episode 1, she came out in a whole nother look that was not completely doing what we all thought Miss Jade was going to do. Everybody thought Victoria was going to give us bra and panty, showgirl looking outfits, and she has stuck by that this entire time. I need more. I can't do another bra and panty swimsuit look from Victoria. I can't do another one. This fit the thing because it was glittery, but she ain't got no clothes. None. Nothing. I'm over it. We can't get mad at. I can't not fault her for doing this when we fault the Only Naomi, which is coming up, for doing the same thing 3 weeks in a row. She's doing the same thing 3 weeks in a row, but now it took her 2 times in the bottom to still do this, and we give her praise for this? Absolutely not. No, this is the 3rd time. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Give me more.
Brittany.
Give me more.
Period. And I said what that is why I said it. Brittany, you know Brittany.
She gave you more fabric for sure.
She put a duster.
Her sheer Reagan jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I need more. Give me more.
More.
Thank you.
I mean, Lana said literally exactly what I was going to say, so there's no point in saying it again. I was whelmed by this. Does she look beautiful? Absolutely. Not in this photo, apparently. I chose a really bad photo for her, Victoria. I'm so sorry. That facial expression, she's like, I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry, girl. So bad. Oh my god,
girl.
it's so bad.
Sorry, girl.
Scores.
I don't care what they say. I like it. It's an 81 for me.
And I don't care what you say. I don't. So it's a 50 for me.
I'm gonna land somewhere in the middle, and this is gonna be a 74. Sensible 74.
Sensible. Don't we all love when we don't agree?
Yes.
Kelly
Heelton.
Yeah, okay. Kelly had a very good week in the challenge, and I really thought she had a good chance at getting a win. I do think this might have held her back, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, this is not bad by any means. It's just a little basic. Like, and she does have very specific inspirations here. She mentioned Diana Ross. I can't remember who else she mentioned, but
It's Diana Ross, and it was
Donna Summer, maybe?
it was
Donna Summers.
It was Donna Summer.
Donna Summers?
Or Summers.
Summer.
I'm kidding. I'm just adding an S again.
Everything on everything.
Yeah. So Kelly Hilton's
This is my last recording with the cup. Thank you so much for all of your support and love. I will be leaving. I can't do this shit anymore.
No.
I'm over it.
Okay, Kelly
No, I'm
Hilton,
joking.
no S. It's good, but I want more from you. Like, I guess Lana wants more from Victoria. I want more. I'm waiting for my wow moment from Kelly when it comes to fashion, because I know she's capable of it. I've seen her Instagram, and she had some really stunning looks on there. So I'm just waiting for her to show that on here. And I want to see younger looks from her too. So it's okay for me.
Here's the thing. She's not younger. We can't expect people to do things that they are not.
She looks youthful on her Instagram.
But even in her youthful looks, they're still old school looks, David. They just look good on her because she makes it work. And this is what I meant when I was gonna say that. He's like, she's old, she dresses so old school because she is old school. Y'all can't expect these older queens to turn out and do teeny bopper looks, because then you'll be like, why are you looking like you don't? I don't want her to be anybody who she's not. I want Kelly to be Kelly. And if she's an old school queen thing and you brought her back, recognize that and accept her for the old school queen that she is. She's going to give us those old school, like regal, those looks that we love. And I love the old school look. Is this the best? Is this a phenomenal look? Am I wild by this look? No. But I don't want Kelly to be anybody but Kelly. I don't want her to come out looking like Victoria at 20 years old. I don't want her to do that because she ain't 20 years old. She is a 40-something-year-old woman.
Don't you want to be wowed by her though?
She can be wild, but still be wild in her 40s. She don't have to come out wild in her 20s, because in her 20s she was probably doing that, and what she was wearing then was popping and everything. Just because what she's wearing right now isn't what everybody thinks is popping, don't mean it's not good. Because then we'll turn around and say, we want to do the vintage look and it's all great because that's a vintage look. She can still wow us, but I don't want her to wow us and expect her to be 20. I want her to be Kelly. She can do Diana Ross and she can do Donna Summers and wow us in that. I think she could have done it with this. Like, she could have came out with a big, like, golden glittery boa or glittery cape, and that would have added, and then we would have been like, oh, she's phenomenal. She just needed to add. This isn't bad. She just needed to add to it. She can still do 40 Kelly and still be wild and still wow us. She just has to learn how to do that. And in order, when it's a look that's this simple, you just have to add to the flair. Give us more. Her hair was big. She could have had a big glittery headpiece.
Wig on top of that, girl.
Get a glittery headpiece or something, and a glittery cape and boa. And if she would have took that off and had that dress on underneath, we would have been wild. We would be like, oh, she's great. I don't want Kelly to be 20. I want Kelly to be 40. And I want Kelly to be, you can be youthful and 40. It's a difference between, but that's not saying this dress isn't youthful.
But this looks like it's from the 70s. She wasn't even born in the 70s.
She's 40. She was born in the 70s.
Oh, 40.
I was born in the
40. She's 42. So
I was born
42,
in the 70s.
Yeah, well, that would be 80 or 81.
She was born in 78, 79.
Well, then she's not 42.
Is she 42?
This is 2023. I thought she was 42. But yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just a little, like, it feels more old school than what her actual era is for me. Like, this seems like pageant drag from the 90s or 80s. And like, she's our age range, Lana. I wouldn't wear anything like this if I was a drag queen.
You're 30 something, David. You're not in my range.
She's 4 years older than me.
Just say,
that's not much.
I'm just saying, she could have made it bigger, sure, but I don't think she needs to go and try to come out in a bra and panty bodysuit like Victoria.
No, and that's not what I'm asking for.
She just has to figure out how to take that vintage, because that's what I think she wants to do. She likes the vintage look. Make the vintage wow. You can do that, and she could do that. So that's where I feel like she needs to meet. I don't want Kelly to turn around and change her whole style because they want her to look younger and youthful and not old school. She's old school, but you just have to make it look wow, what you already got. So that's my point.
So, from what I have seen, to answer the burning question of was she born in the 70s or the 80s? She was 41 at the time of filming this season.
So she was born in 80.
Can I finish my statement?
I mean, no, but yes.
Okay. On the topic of Kelly's look, I think it's fine. I think really the only thing I needed from this, and I know she's not this kind of girl, but the only thing I needed from this was just a little bit of body. I wanted just like a boob. I wanted a hip. That's all I would have needed.
Oh, you right.
And that would have just, and that's why I was waiting for both of y'all to keep fighting it out for me to give the right answer that would have satisfied you both. Because just a little, I'm not asking for much, but just a little bit of hip and a little bit of breast. And it would have filled out that dress a little bit more, because I love these sheer gloves she has, and I love the wig, and I love the dress, and I love the performance of it all. I just need a little body, and that just would have sold it for me.
You're right. A little bit of body.
Even a lot of body would have been cool. Like,
Even
imagine her with
I
like
would have been fine
supersized
with.
hips.
Even a lot of body I would have been fine with, but all I'm asking is just for a little bit, because I know she's not a body girl in that way. She is a body girl, but she's not a body girl in that way of the hips and the cinching and the tits, and she's not that kind of body girl. But she does have a great figure, and I want to see her highlighting her figure more. And I think just a little bit of pad and a little bit of pad. That's all I need, because otherwise I love this look.
I wonder why she doesn't pad a little bit, but I don't know.
I don't know, because she's been doing drag for as long as she has. I don't know whether it's a German thing, because most of these girls don't pad, is what I'm learning. Like, a lot of these girls don't pad, or if they do, it's very minor. And there isn't a lot of breasticle happening on this season either, which, I mean, I'm fine with. I love all kinds of drag, but I do love a girl that just can fill out a dress and just body in that way. I love, but body in this way is still very good, and I really like this from Kelly.
Yeah, I think
I really like her aesthetic as well, and I'm not saying anybody here doesn't, but I really like her aesthetic and the way she does things. So,
me too.
Yeah. Scores.
I gave her a 59.
I gave her an 80.
I'm also going to give her an 80. Pandora Nox. Bitch. I'm gonna break this fan probably after bitch. Ugh.
Yeah, this is great. It feels so good to see drag king looks on the main stage and see them at such a level of drag too. Like this is giving me everything I needed from her. I'm so impressed. And you know what? She's not a flat-chested girl. So the fact that she was able to do that like flat-chested illusion is very impressive to me.
Well, it's a chest plate.
Right, but still, like you
right, it's not bulky.
It's compressing it. Yeah. So
there's a lot of ways to do that. I've seen it done firsthand. I've seen it done personally. So there's a lot of maneuvering and a lot of taping and a lot of pain.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many drag king looks so far on the different Drag Race franchises, but this is my favorite of them, of the very few.
But what about Fabio?
Oh,
It was very good. This is great. This is great.
Who is Fabio?
The guy with the long hair, the one that's in all like the romance novel covers.
Somebody did Fabio?
Yes.
That's what I was like, who did Fabio?
Victoria Scone on Canada versus the World, our first cis woman to compete on Drag Race.
Ah, lovely. Look at me still learning.
And the first
There's only
drag
been
king
3.
look.
Yeah, and the first drag king look.
I think this is the second.
Third?
Okay, maybe.
Okay. Well, I think this is a beautiful look. I was like, Pandora, you so stupid. It's so crazy, but I love it. And I love that she was like, she just embraced the whole role this week throughout this entire episode. And I was here for it. I thought she looked great. It was definitely shiny. I don't know about glittery, but it was shiny. That's the thing. There's no glitter. There's mirrors.
That
That's
crotch.
that crotch is glittery.
The crotch is glittery.
Well, then there we go.
In fact, I think the fabric is glittery.
The fabric
It has
is a little
mirrors.
glittery.
Yeah, I think the base fabric is a silver glitter fabric, and then it has those
it
like
is.
mirror square pieces.
Yeah, I had to look.
Yeah.
Closer, but yeah, and she got those glitter strips or whatever.
Plus, the hat is
The
glittery.
hat is glittery.
There's glitter in the makeup as well.
She will be so ready for the Beyonce for the Renaissance tour.
Oh, this is Renaissance coded, 100%.
She's definitely in the Renaissance era with this. It's very good. I love it.
This you bitch, Pandora. You bitch. And I know for a fact she probably took most of this from her partner, who is a drag king, and I love that even more. Like, I love that.
Yeah, man. If you ain't got to buy it, don't. Somebody else do it.
her partner, Liam in drag. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, if they finally let someone cast a drag king, you know for a fact Liam will be on season 2, and I would like to see it very much.
Is that scores? Go ahead.
Yes.
I gave this a 93.
Yeah, I'm a 95. This
Father. Ugh. I can't do Mugther because
Foxer.
it doesn't work the same.
No,
it doesn't
she's
work
mothering,
the same.
though. She's still mothering.
She's mothering as a
Fagther.
Oh my fucking god! Yes, That's it. Fagther. Yep.
I
done.
won't be saying that.
That's fine. That's 100% okay.
That.
This is one of the very rare occasions where I think that it will be applicable. So I think we're fine.
Yeah, I will not be saying that at all. For anybody.
And last up, the Only Naomi.
You know, I love it when they save the best look for last on the runway. Why couldn't they switch the order just a little bit here?
Shady.
No, I'm like just saying, like, they couldn't have switched the last 2 people.
Stop it right now.
Right?
You cannot be mean to our Naomi.
No,
that is our baby.
I actually think this looks pretty good. It's not the draggiest look though, and she doesn't always do drag looks. Like she's just a model.
But what we've learned is that's not her aesthetic.
Right.
Her aesthetic is model, and I love it.
Right, I do too. I don't know. It just was. It was kind of like, it just was like a downhill for that last look, and there's not a lot of glitter on this either, other than the boots, really. But I still like the fabric of the mini dress or whatever she's wearing. Yeah, and she came prepared. She definitely has things on under this, so she was ready to do so.
It's yeah. I love Naomi. I picked Naomi because I love Naomi, but this just wasn't it. Unfortunately, that's it.
I really like this.
It's cute though.
It's really cute. I like the way it fits beautifully. I love that it's this mini dress with the thigh-high boot, and I don't normally like that combination, but in this case I really like it. It's accessorized so beautifully. It's simple, and that's her aesthetic, and I'm here for it. It's not the most show-stopping giant glittery look I've ever seen, but I really like it. She sold it to me, and she's done a very good job of selling me her aesthetic. And I'm like, yes, Naomi, I'm there with you. It might be a mini dress and some thigh highs, and that's about all you're wearing. But I do really enjoy it. Scores. Sorry, Lana, go ahead.
No, go ahead, David.
I'm giving this a 65.
Because it's such a cute dress, and I agree. She accessorized it really, really well. It's the thing you always say, Logan. It's the thing you always say. Perfect drag artist. Maybe not perfect for drag
Maybe
race.
not. Yeah.
Because her aesthetic is never going to be as draggy as we want it to be on these runways.
Yeah.
But she does what she does so well.
Perfect.
Including this.
Right. It's beautiful. And she She's perfect. And she looks gorgeous. She looks stunning. But it just wasn't what it needed to be compared to everybody on the stage. But because I love this dress, and I would, if I was as skinny as her, I would wear that dress. I'm going to give it I'm gonna give this a 78 because
I'm giving her an 85, and I don't care what anyone has to say.
Period. Period.
So that was the runway. We get our results because not much happens in the Untucked. They're kind of just like Victoria goes back and she's like, "I'm gonna do my I'm so sad I'm in the bottom again." Plot twist, bitch. I loved it. Wow, Tessa is, and there's the shot right before they go back to the judges' critiques where everyone's getting up and they're like, "Let's go learn the lip sync," and everyone's walking, and Tessa's just.
Which would be me. That would totally be me.
Which was me, knowing that Tessa was in the bottom.
I was like, why am I doing this again? Why am I doing this again? That would be me this whole time.
Shocker. A European drag franchise is using their one of their token black contestants as a lip sync assassin. Shocker.
Didn't know that was a thing, but now
it is, sadly.
Well, here we go. Thanks for warning me.
You're very welcome. So we have our top three. Kelly, Meta, Victoria. Victoria's in the top. Yay.
Yay.
Kelly's in the top. Yay.
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 Very happy. And our winner is Metamorkid. Yay.
Yay.
Very thrilled. Very thrilled. Very rightfully deserved. Once I remembered who she was in the Rusical, I'm going to be honest. Because I didn't know who was who for a second between Meta, Lele, and Yvonne. I was like, I don't know who's who.
The
so I was like, when I watched it, I was like, yay! And then I remembered she was a detective, and I was like, oh, yes, absolutely. 100%.
I didn't mention it, but Victoria, it took me a good minute to realize that was her in the Rusical. I'm like,
I remembered her saying she was going to be the Sandman, and I was like, oh, that's her.
I was like, who's the elf? I was like, oh, this is a crew member who's just doing this.
That's one of the pit crew.
And I'm like, wait, where's Victoria? Is that
Victoria? We have our bottom three. Tessa, Naomi, unfortunately deserved. And Yvonne.
Not deserved.
I don't think deserved.
And then they literally put my two favorites in the bottom, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
I was shocked. I was literally shocked.
Pissed. I'm not even shocked. I'm
very annoyed. I was very annoyed with this bottom too. I was like, y'all just playing in Tessa's face right now.
You are playing in Tessa's face.
Her face right now. That's what y'all doing. But go on.
And in turn, playing in our faces.
Right.
Exactly.
In turn, you playing in our face. Because why are we watching this again when it's not necessary? Like, I didn't think she should have been there the first time, but that was me personally. Now we're going to turn around and do it again, and she here again, and she ain't deserve to be here again.
And the difficulty is, too, for the second time in a row in a Tessa Testicle lip sync, this should have been a double save because they both did so good.
I said that. I was like, this
finally a redemption for holding out for a hero. Right. Thank you, Naomi, and thank you, Tessa, because the first lip sync of this is very one-sided. And the second lip sync of this was very one-sided. And the third time they lip synced to this song, it was great.
Yeah. It was too close for comfort for me because I was not ready to lose Tessa.
Absolutely. And I was not ready to lose Naomi.
I thought at the beginning, when it started, I was like, oh, Naomi about to win.
That first half, Naomi had it.
I said, Naomi about to win. And I was like, Tessa, I think something lit in Tessa, and she was like, wait a minute.
She thought, oh, Naomi's doing
really well.
I need to I need to do like the crazy into a jump split off the stage, which it has been a few years since we've seen a jump split off the stage. I screamed. It was the middle of the day today in my apartment complex, and I screamed.
And immediately I got that homage. I was so happy she did it. If you know, you know. We're gonna have to show Lana that video. I cannot remember her name.
Tandy Amon Dupree.
That's right, Tandy Amon
Of course,
Dupree.
So I'm just gonna, for people that have
Long
not watched,
reacts. We'll do it.
yes,
It's not even Drag Race though.
No, it's not even Drag Race,
That's
but we're
fine,
going to show you anyway. The most iconic reveal, period.
It's a person reveal.
It's a person reveal to this song. And I thank you, Tessa, for doing this homage to Tandy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, because I know you know what you were doing in that moment.
For sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
The original girl does the splits from the ceiling. She just falls down out of the ceiling, lands in the splits. It's incredible.
We're still going to have you react to it, even though we told you what happened,
Yeah.
because the entire performance is just. I believe it was at a Continental, actually. I believe it was a Continental talent. But yeah, I was like, thank you, Tessa, because I knew exactly in that moment. I was like, that's Tandy right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tandy right there. I loved it. That was the moment for me that Tessa did. If I had to declare a winner of this lip sync, for me, it was Tessa.
Mm-hmm.
But
Naomi was. Ooh.
And we lose Naomi, and I'm so disappointed.
It should have been Ashante both stay.
And in that case, why not do? If y'all knew from the start of episode 1, I'm still going with my conspiracy theory here, y'all. If they knew they weren't going to send anyone home in episode 1, do a top 2 lip sync between Pandora and I don't know who else would have. Who else was in the top?
Lele and Barbecue.
Yeah.
Do a top 2 lip sync between Barbie and Pandora to that song. That would have been real cute.
Right.
And then save the double save for now. Because I know y'all used your double save on that. And it was double save worthy.
And there's got to be more coming because I'm pretty sure there's 12 episodes and we started with 11 queens.
I think it's 10.
Oh, really?
I think I saw somewhere that this is 10. Because I believe Brazil is also 10 and Mexico is 12.
And
so
Brazil is confirmed to be 12.
Huh, I don't know then.
Yep.
Well, we'll see.
If there was a chance to double save this and they didn't, I'm mad.
I mean, it's hard to do 2 double saves in the first 3 episodes.
Drag Race Italia season 1 did it. Why can't they do it here?
Right.
Okay. Well.
Regardless, Naomi, you know how much we adore you.
Yes.
I'm so sad that we're not going to get to see the rest of your looks and the rest of your beautiful personality and talent on this show. I'm mad. I can't say it was undeserved though, girl, because of the performance in the Rusical, but I adore you nonetheless.
We do.
Yes. We do.
That's it.
No, it's not.
Oh no.
Because we have a draft update.
No. I forgot about that.
We do.
I forgot about that.
I'm not excited for this.
I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not going to lie to you. So currently sitting, so we have shifted over to the David Healy drafting method systemology. So things are a little bit different. For context now, mini challenges are worth half a point. If you are eliminated in an episode, that you get 0 points. If you win a lip sync in an episode, you get 1 point. If you are low safe, you get 2. If you're safe, you get 3. If you're high in the challenge, you get 4. And if you win the challenge, you get 5 points. It's simple and much better than what we were doing. So currently, Team Cup is in last place with 11 points with just Loreley. Just Loreley. In 5th place is David with 14 points. With a team of Lele and formerly Barbecue. In 4th place is Eris with 15 points with a team of Tessa and Kelly. Because somehow we let Eris get both of the Black Queens. I just realized that.
I said that on the thing. I was like, that's very
You could have, and you picked Pandora first. So,
And I stand by that.
You should, because in third place currently is me with 16.5 points. My team is Yvonne and Nikita Vegaz. In second place is Esme with 17 points with Metamorkid and Victoria Shakespears. And Lana, despite losing someone in this episode, is still in the lead with 18.5 points with a team now of just Pandora Nox. And sadly losing the Only Naomi in this episode. So why do I feel like you're still going to win the draft and Naomi just won't? Like I feel like it's still going to happen. But anyway, next week it looks like a branding challenge. It looks like a branding challenge, commercial challenge, because all we saw of the challenge is Victoria bringing out some Britney impersonation. So if it's a branding challenge, I'm gonna assume that's what makes me assume that. So, but Drag Race Germany 3 weeks in a row with their very, very confusing trailers for next week. So who knows? But on that note, thank you for joining us for our coverage of episode 3 of Drag Race Germany. So excited for next week. We'll be back talking about episode 4. In the meantime, make sure to hit all of the buttons on your applicable audio or visual platform that say you support us, because we love having your support and we love you. And if you hit the dislike button, hit it twice. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cup Pod for all of the most up-to-date Cup news and our funny moments, because we are some funny bitches. And while you're down in the description, you could go subscribe to our second channel, because we do a lot of stuff over there. You could go get your merch, including a cup mug. Da-na-na-na. Cup mug. And you could go follow the three of us on social media as well. All of that just conveniently in the description below. And timestamps for when we do things as well. But y'all don't care about that because you've already watched the video. So, with all that being said, cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye now.
Bye.
Reagan Yacket.
Reagan Yacket. Make sure to grab your Reagan Yacket and join us for our next episode.
Reagan Yacket.
Come on, Diane
Bye.
Grills.